G'day viewers, here we are, going to take a drive in the LNER AZUMA. Learn how to drive this beastie. Let's jump in the door. Climb up maybe? Climb up maybe? Whoop, no, we just push our way in. All good. Alright. Can we go in here? We can. Ooh, kitchen. Nice. You passengers. Cool. Come back here and we want a coffee later. Make ourselves a bit of a brew. Pretty good. What have we got over here? We've got some safety systems, don't we? So, ETCS and vigilance, TPWS, DSD. So, yeah, everything's on now, I think. SDO. Oh, another one. We've got lots of safety systems. Yeah, they're all turned on. This isn't the right chair, is it? No. Can you open the windows on this thing? Probably not. It's kind of fast. Alright, let's go and try and figure out this one. Because, you know, this train is just a touch of a beast. Okay, first thing, master key, because it's an English train. Let's pop it into neutral. That'll be fine. Let's get the right-hand doors open and reset our safety systems since they're yelling at us. Safety systems on this train are very, very quiet. Now we have defaulted, I believe, to pantographs up, so we are running in electric mode. You can actually swap, put the pantograph down and swap to diesel mode if you want. And why don't we do that in this tutorial? That's a good idea. I can see a red signal, so we should set the driver's reminder appliance, because we shouldn't go anywhere with a red signal. All right, let's get our reverser into forwards. There we go, forwards. Do we need to set anything up over here? Probably. There must be some lights somewhere, surely. There they are. That's what we want. Headlights, full. Okay. Magic stuff. So you can see them, they are on the repeater panel there. And it is time to lock the doors. Those people have decided to get in now, but I'm locking the doors. So, you know, you're out of luck. Now this is a combined handle, so let's just release the brakes. Down they go there. You can see the brake gauge is there. The percentage gauge there is the percentage of braking. Ah, yes. The DRA. Let's just reset the thing that was yelling at me there. Off we go. The screen is active, as is the GSMR. You can turn it on and off. You can contact signaler on the telephone if you wish. I will show you how to resolve a TPWS issue on this one, because it's a bit of a winner. We're allowed to do 25. We're almost up to 20. It is almost entirely silent. Probably make this a bit louder if you want. There we go. Oh no, I'm going too fast. We're all going to die. No, we're not. We're just going to drive. Alrighty, we're in the 120 zone now, so let's give it all the beans and wait till she wakes up. Excuse me, I do have a bit of a cold, possibly a flu. I'm really enjoying it. This is about day 11. Couldn't be better timed needing to make all of this content for Train Sim World 4, but there you go. Sorry that I don't have my usual dulcet tones. I sound kinda like a cross between an emphysema victim and a boy going through puberty. And that's okay. This actually has us on a fairly long run. So we have just sped up, coming through the freight yard. Now I'm going to let this thing stop the train because I want to show you how to get out of it. There we go. Lots of brakes have gone on, so we will put the throttle back to minimum. We will acknowledge the alert, which has released the brakes, so that was just the vigilance, okay? Now we can drive again. So you can release the vigilance without having to actually stop. That isn't the case if you get a TPWS stop, train protection warning. So if you go through an adverse signal, for example, go past the yellow and don't acknowledge it, it will stop you. If you go too fast, it will stop you, and then you have to do a different procedure. So I'd love it if we actually came across a yellow signal that stayed yellow, and it looks like maybe we're going to. If we're lucky, they won't have a train that we're not catching up with. They might stay yellow. This would be good because I want to show you what happens so that we can get out of it. Here we go. Oh no, it went green. Oh no, that was so close too. That would have been good. Alright, let's acknowledge the annoying buzzing vigilance device. I'm so hoping that they would stay yellow that time. So whatever was crossing our path did finish crossing our path and got out of the way, which is actually kind of annoying. Still speeding up. We've cracked the ton. She's quite a speedy little beast, this one. Usually see on the new HUD that there's a green followed by a yellow, and the yellows turn green because that's the way the dispatcher works. Got a reward for using the horn. Whee! That's what happens when you change builds every day. It forgets all the stuff you've done. That's okay. Cruising along. I'm going to let it get too fast. Let's see what that does. Because we're 10 minutes away from Retford. So we're not too likely to see another yellow signal. Not after the train got out of our way. Which is quite unfortunate. Like most speed services, there's a lot of set it up and sit back and drink a cup of tea. I personally like a hectic commuter route more than I like a high-speed route. Just because, to me, it's a little more interesting. But I do know that people absolutely love these high-speed routes, and all the better for them. So it's just a warning to come down to 110 mile an hour back there, which didn't have an AWS magnet. We are now speeding. We are naughty. It's the first time I've run this route in this build, so you will see some hitching. Looks like there's a bit of fog going on now. Hoping we'd run over a speed trip by now, but we haven't. Oh well. That's okay. We're just going really fast. I suppose I should show you how to slow it down, shouldn't I? So we'll just come back and we will pop it into the braking range and we'll put a bit of brakes on just to slow us down so we're coming down to the appropriate speed. We're allowed to do 125 again now anyway. Will be shortly. Ooh, another yellow. Will this stay yellow? We can hope. Please stay yellow. I need to show off how to get out of a TPWS thing. What do you reckon? Is it going to stay yellow? We need it to stay yellow. Come on, stay yellow. Stay yellow. Stay yellow. Come on, you can do it. You can... Oh no, it went green. Alright, we're going back up to full power. Let's see if we can outrun the next one. It went green too. Oh no. All those times when you never want an adverse signal and you get them all the time. And on those times when you want one because you want to show something off and you never get one. I'm getting sad now. Let's look at it from the outside. It's horn. Nice and meaty. The speed if I actually come across Retford. I'm probably going to blow right through it anyway. Where is Retford? Let's have a look. Not for a while. Meander through the misty countryside. Since we're not finding any yellow signals, let's go. Oh no, we've developed a fault. So let's just bring her to a stop. We'll just pretend we've lost electrical power. Must be a pretty major grid failure somewhere. Oh, there's yellow. Let's just take the brakes off and hope it stays yellow. Come on, stay yellow, stay yellow, stay yellow. Yes! Alright, now I'm not going to acknowledge this. There we go. Penalty brakes are on. Train is stopping. How fortuitous. Perfection. Exactly what I wanted. Alright, so put your brakes on. It already has, but just put your brakes on so you take control. And acknowledge to stop the sound, but you won't be able to release the brakes for a little while. You need to wait until you can do the release here, which is a minute, I believe. We've reset the AWS, so now we just have to wait for a minute. So, in the meantime, let's just pretend the electrical power has gone off. Oh no. So that should put our pantograph down. Certainly sounded like it did. It's a nice satisfying thud. Alright, and let's say that we want to go onto the diesel. And let's start the engine up. The light has gone blue. And I can kind of hear a diesel running, a very quiet one. Have we had a minute yet? Yes, we have. Okay, so we can release the brakes, and now we can leave on diesel. She's not very quick on diesel, I'm afraid. Assuming I did get to power her up properly. Did I? I'm beginning to wonder now. Sure, I pressed the diesel button. There we go. Yep, that's definitely the diesel moving us because we're going uphill. She's a weakling. I think I was just impatient before. Because she is a little weakling. It's like a little kitten. Because the diesel is just for self-rescue. our little diesel's starting to get us along our way. This is good. At least people have been dutifully waiting for us. Alright, this will take anywhere to get anywhere at this rate, so let's just pop the brakes back on. I'm not sure you actually have to stop to do this, but let's just stop the diesel. Diesel light has gone out, so let's put our pantograph up. Sounds pretty promising. And go back onto electric mode. And that should be about it. Let's see if we're allowed to drive now. We can have power. Feels like we've got power. Yes, we do. Okay. And it's certainly picking up speed more than the little weak kitten did. So there you go, you've seen a power changeover, you've seen how to start, how to stop, how to reset from an adverse AWS. And I can see we've got a red signal coming up. So I will drive it up to the red signal. I'll show you how to actually acknowledge this time. So we're just going to press the Q key when we come across the next AWS warning, which will be about now. Yeah, you just press the Q key, you get a little sunflower warning there. Gets a B on the controller. There's nothing B to acknowledge on the Xbox controller. And circle on PlayStation, I think, something like that. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert. I do actually have an Xbox sitting right next to me. But my Xbox keys aren't going to activate until a little later today. So I'll bring this thing to a stand up at this red signal up here, and that'll be it for this tutorial. Because you've seen, I think, all of the basic things you need to see to be able to drive this train with safety systems turned on. You've seen how to turn them on, you've seen how to acknowledge them, you've seen how to recover when they bite you. So that's probably everything that you need. If you've got any questions, chuck them in the comments down below and I'll be happy to help you out. And as always, give us a subscribe if you find this helpful, because it always helps me out a little. I do like the new HUD. Love it. I've gotten so used to it. Coming up to a red. Acknowledge that, and we will apply lots of brakes. So there we go. It was one of those signals where it's red as you approach it, and then it just changes to one because you're changing tracks and they just want to force you to slow down. So there you go. All good. Anyway, let's let the little AZUMA zoom off into the distance while it's about to change tracks. I can hear clapping and things. Must be a sports field nearby. Oh, we're coming into Redford. Well, you know, why not? We'll just drive the thing into Redford. You know, we're almost there anyway. May as well. Surely. Can't leave you without going into the station when it's this close. You can see the barber poles lit up. Now, just one word of warning. You need to learn this route to run it at 125 mile an hour, because you can't depend on the barber pole. Because when the barber pole lights up at 125 mile an hour, even if you go into full emergency, you're probably not going to stop in the platform. Probably not. Step one on the brakes. Welcome to Redford, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your belongings. Don't leave them on the train. And doors open. There we have the AZUMA. Right, have fun.